Sit with me, dear one. Let us breathe together. Inhale. Gently, exhale. Completely. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the present moment embracing you with compassion. You are safe here. Today, I want to speak with you, not as someone above you, not as someone who has mastered life, but simply as a humble monk, a friend on the path, a fellow traveler who has walked through the storms of anger, the fires of resentment, and has come to see the light of release. Anger and resentment are not strangers to any of us. Even in the life of the Buddha, there were times when anger arose among disciples, kings, and even those seeking truth. But what made the difference? What turned that burning emotion into a gateway for transformation was mindfulness, compassion, and understanding. Anger. It begins small, a word that bruises the heart, a moment where someone dismisses you, a betrayal, a wound that time doesn't seem to heal. It simmers. Then it grows, and it takes root deep within the mind. Resentment is its offspring, a quiet, lingering bitterness that poisons joy. And we carry it, don't we? We carry it in our faces, in the tightness of our shoulders, in the fatigue of our hearts. We carry it into our homes, our relationships, even into our sleep. It begins to cloud how we see others and how we see ourselves. But you, dear one, do not have to carry it any longer. You have come here today, listening to this voice, seeking peace. And that in itself is a miracle. The seed of awakening is already within you. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are unfolding. And letting go of anger is not about denying your pain. It's about understanding it so deeply that it dissolves on its own. Let me tell you a story, one that the Buddha himself once told. There was a monk named Buddha. He was angry with others in the Sangha, other monks who, in his eyes, were lazy, unfocused, or disrespectful. The anger consumed him. He wanted the Buddha to punish them or teach them a lesson. But the Buddha, with eyes like clear water, said to him, Buddha, if you were struck by an arrow, would you first want to know who shot it, or would you want to pull it out? And Buddha, surprised, said, I would want to remove the arrow. The Buddha nodded. Then remove the arrow of anger first. Do not spend your life analyzing the blame or dwelling in judgment. Free yourself. This is the teaching, my friend. To remove the arrow. To stop feeding the fire. To heal instead of harden. We often think that if we let go of anger, we are excusing someone's behavior. But in Buddhism, we understand something very profound. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for us. It is to set ourselves free. Anger is like holding hot coal and hoping the other person gets burned. In the end, we are the ones hurt. Another story I hold dear is that of a man who came to the Buddha, filled with rage. He spat at the Buddha's feet, but the Buddha did not respond with anger. He looked upon the man with understanding and said, What gift do you give to someone who does not accept it? The man replied, It remains with the giver. And so the Buddha smiled gently, Then your anger, which I do not accept, remains with you. This is the essence of Mindfulness. To see anger not as an enemy, but as a messenger, a teacher, a call to look deeper. Anger arises when an expectation is unmet, when we feel hurt, disrespected, or betrayed. But we must ask ourselves, who are we truly punishing when we cling to it? When we practice mindfulness, we do not suppress anger. No, we hold it like a crying child. We say, I see you. I feel you. But I will not be ruled by you. Take a breath now. Close your eyes if you like. Recall a time when anger visited your heart. See the person, the event, the moment. Breathe into it, not to feed it, but to give it space. You are not your anger. You are the awareness that sees the anger. You are the space in which anger comes and goes. We often hold resentment toward people who have never apologized. But let me ask you, must we wait for others to seek our forgiveness before we offer it to ourselves? There was once a woman who lost her only son. Her heart, shattered by grief, turned into anger toward the gods, toward fate, toward life itself. She went to the Buddha, begging him to bring her son back. He said gently, "Find me a house in the village that has never known loss, and I will help you." She knocked on every door, but every family had known suffering, death, illness, betrayal. And she realized she was not alone. Her anger began to melt into compassion, not because her pain disappeared, but because she saw her pain in others. This is the magic of Buddhist practice. We move from isolation to connection, from self-pity to shared humanity. Compassion is the medicine for resentment. Sometimes, anger is not about the person in front of us. It is a projection of old wounds, unhealed scars, stories we tell ourselves. They never loved me. They always disrespected me. I deserved better. These are real feelings, but are they facts? Are they permanent? When we question these thoughts, gently, like a soft breeze questioning a flame, we begin to loosen their grip. In my own journey, I too have tasted resentment. I once lived in a monastery with another monk who often criticized me. His words were sharp, and I found myself creating stories in my mind that he envied me, disliked me, or wanted to hurt me. But one day, I saw him sitting alone, crying softly in the garden. I sat beside him, and he said, "My father never spoke to me with kindness. I don't know how to speak gently." That day, my anger dissolved like salt in warm water. We must remember, hurt people hurt people. When we respond to their pain with our own pain, we create a cycle. But when we respond with mindfulness and compassion, the cycle ends with us. Let me offer you a simple practice. The next time anger arises, pause, don't speak, don't act. Just breathe. Place your hand on your heart. Say to yourself, "This is a moment of suffering. May I respond with kindness." Even if you are not ready to forgive the other, start by being kind to yourself. You deserve peace. You deserve freedom. There is no rush. Letting go is not a race. It is a practice, gentle, honest, and patient. Some days you will feel free. Some days the resentment may return like a wave. That's okay. Let it come. Let it go, one breath at a time, one kind thought at a time. And remember, dear one, every moment you choose peace over rage, you are planting seeds for a new future. There are monks in the Himalayas who meditate daily on compassion, not because they are angry, but because they understand the world is hurting and our anger adds to it. But our love, our presence, our mindfulness, these are gifts the world deeply needs. So I ask you now, whom do you need to forgive? Maybe it's a parent, maybe an old friend, maybe yourself. Forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. There was a prisoner who practiced meditation every day in his cell. When he was released, someone asked him, "How did you survive those years?" He replied, "I realized I was freer in my mind than many who walked outside. I forgave those who hurt me. I could not afford to keep carrying the burden." This is your chance to be free. Release the burden, drop the coal, pull out the arrow. Come back to yourself. Come back to this breath. Come back to peace. I am proud of you, my friend. The fact that you are here, listening, breathing, reflecting, that is courage. That is the path of awakening. Keep walking gently. Be patient with yourself. And if ever the road feels hard, remember this. The Buddha himself began with suffering, and through that suffering, he found the way. So will you. Now, if you found peace. In this sharing, if your heart feels just a little lighter, I invite you to walk with us further. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Buddha's Wisdom. Together, let us continue this journey of mindfulness, healing, and inner freedom. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And may the gentle breeze of compassion guide your every step. Namaste.